Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, I'm Mend. If you haven't already, what I would say is subscribe. I like to get all this kind of stuff out of the way so we can get into the video. I'd love to have you here. I cover tarot and oracle decks. I also do spirituality videos as well, and I do cover books. I like to discuss books and what I've read. And that can be from spiritual, esoteric books to fiction as well. So, and do hit the bell as well so you'll be notified when I upload. So today we're talking about the Wizard's Tarot, which is super exciting. I'm so excited to have this. My mom bought it for me actually back in February. It took a while to get here, but I emailed them because I hadn't received it, and they were super helpful. So, really quick email response and stuff. So, it's by Paper de Lune. They are in the UK, if I am correct. It was on sale. Now, I will check because the last time I checked, this was out of stock. I hope it's not a case where it's out of print, but I'll put it into the comments. I'll pin the comment to let you guys know. I wanted to share it anyway because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I've read all the books, I've watched the movies several times. I've been wanting to reread the books this year, and I just wanted to share it because I really am excited to have this deck. It was £50 sterling, but it was on sale and I got it for my mom got it for £25, and that wasn't including shipping, which was another £6 or £7 or something like that. So it ended up, really being honest, about 30 to 40 euros, and then I got caught with customs as well, so it was working out at about 50-ish euros. So if you're because the UK isn't part of Europe anymore, you can get caught with customs. Sometimes you mightn't get caught with it at all, but just to be aware of that. So if you're outside the UK, you could get caught with custom duty, import duties. So just to be aware of that. So, to be honest, there's actually not much to talk about as for the box wise and guidebook, because there is no guidebook. If I remember correctly from what I read on their website, they are making like an e-guidebook. So I must actually check that again to see have they that made up, or what's the story, because I'd love to know why they picked what they picked. It's very interesting to me. So it is a tuck box. It's actually pretty sturdy as far as tuck boxes go. This is the outside. I mean, it's pretty standard Paper de Lune, but I was so excited. I think they did like a whole so that's what the inside looks like. It's, in fairness, it's pretty sturdy. Okay, how long it'll last up, I don't know. So I am looking for a tarot bag for it. So if you know where, if you're in Ireland or even in Europe, where I can get affordable tarot bags, that would be great, because I'd love to get one that's kind of like very witchy and magical and things like that. I'd love to get its own little bag, and just to I do intend to actually work with this. How, I don't know yet, but that is the whole fun part of decks, is discovering where it fits in your practice. So these are the backs, pretty much like the outside. It is exactly like the outside. I love this. It's so cute. It's very like the Marauders map. Where was I going? Marauders map of Hogwarts. So this is obviously 78 cards. It's a tarot deck. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit because it is in black and white. And cardstock. Guys, it's been a while, I feel, since I've recorded like a deck walkthrough, so my brain is a little fuzzy. I'm a bit tired today, so I do apologize about that. But as far as cardstock go, it's not glossy, but it's not matte. Do you see that? So there is a shine, but it's not like super glossy. I mean, you could take pictures of this, no problem at all. As far as cardstock goes, it's okay. It's not the sturdiest, but it's not the flimsiest either. It's like that in between is the only way I could describe it. but it's really the images. I'm just super excited. I'm not mad at the cardstock. I feel like this will shuffle really easy, because it's not completely matte, so it's not going to stick together, and it's not too glossy that they're kind of, it might slide a little, but I mean, when you kind of stack it up, oh, don't prove me wrong now. See, it pretty much stays, it doesn't slide and things. So it's like that in between. So let's get into the cards. I'm super excited. I did have a nose through. I'm not going to lie. I did already nose through, but I did want to do a walkthrough of this all the same. So we have Fred and George as the Fool, which is very fitting. And I love this. This is so... I hope you... Yeah, you can see. I have to check to make sure you guys can see. So Dumbledore is the magician. The High Priestess. I loved this. This is McGonagall, and we only had watched the movies recently where, you know, she goes, I've always wanted to use that spell, and I love that. I can't remember which movie is it. The last one? I think it's the last one. Yeah, I just literally just said, oh, we just watched them recently, and here's me going, is it the last one? Anyway, I digress, and I'm so sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. This makes me so sad, like the Emperor, and then you have until the very end. Where's my Empress card? See, oh, that was before, apologies. These didn't come completely, the majors didn't come in order. I had to actually put them in order, which is fine, I don't mind. All the cards are there, so I don't mind that. Mad Eye Moody, I love this. I'm not going to go through everything, but I find this to be a very interesting Lovers card. The Chariot. I love Luna Lovegood. She is such an underrated, understated character in the Harry Potter series, honestly. And Neville is too. People were way too hard on Neville. He is just, oh my god, in the books, if I remember correctly, he was so good. And this makes me really sad because I love Hagrid. And it's so sad that the actor has passed since, like, you know, it's so... So it has like scenes from all of the movies. In one way, I feel like it's justice for Dobby. We need justice for Dobby. I can't. Like, oh my god, I cry every time, guaranteed. Oh, like look at this, the Hanged Man, and then you have Always. And I love the deck card. I know, yeah, me who says that, but it's like the three brothers and death, and I love that story, and it's And what I like about this deck is it's literally a full tarot deck. It's not, you know, the way some do just the major arcana, which I don't have just a major arcana deck, but you can absolutely do readings with those, you know. Like, honestly, the detail in this card, or in the cards, is amazing. It really is. Like, there has been thought put into it. I am curious again what the guidebook, apologies, what the guidebook will come out. You know, what the reasoning behind. I mean, if you know, if you've read the books and you've watched the movies and things like that, I think you know, you could definitely apply it and see where they're coming from. I definitely want to reread the books and then work through. Now, it could be a while rereading them books because the last few are quite chunky. So now we're into the minor arcana. And to see, because obviously these are based on just the movies, but I feel like the books could give more depth. Nearly headless Nick. I love that. This absolutely broke my heart. I mean, and that's the whole point, isn't it? So I don't think this is, very beginner friendly, especially if you're just starting out on your tarot journey. Definitely, I feel it's more in one sense like a collector's piece, just to have. You don't even necessarily have to work with it as such, but I do like to at least try and work with the decks that I have, and that they're not just sitting there collecting dust. Sorry, I should have finished that sentence. But I do feel like you, in one sense, have to have knowledge of the Harry Potter franchise and the movies, really, more so the movies, so that you kind of get more from it. I mean, if you haven't watched the movies, you're not going to really understand what happened here. Do you know? But let me know in the comments below, do you have this deck? Are you a huge Harry Potter fan like myself? Like, am I really showing my age here on this? But we had the first one on tape on VHS, and I'm pretty sure it's around there somewhere. We've hardly got rid of it, but who knows? But yeah, I remember the first one coming out on tape. I never went to the movies to see any of them, actually. I just waited until they came out on either like DVD, and then, now we have like Netflix and Now TV and Amazon and all that, so. 5 of Wands. Oh my gosh, she drove me absolutely demented in The Order of the Phoenix in that book. I couldn't stand her. That's Professor Umbridge. Oh no, I just couldn't. Oh, this scene is so funny. So some of the cards are quite dark, but you can pick out the images. Oh, yeah. So it might look very dark on camera. It is dark in person, but you definitely can make out. I mean, it is a black and white deck. If, I get it. It's not for everyone. Not everyone is going to appreciate it. I can understand that. I do, because this is just right up my alley. I'm really looking forward to like cleansing and sitting with it and just. I think she played Bellatrix Lestrange so well, so good. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. And I have to admit, like, some of the characters' names do, like, kind of go out of my brain. I can't think of it. I am a huge Harry Potter fan, but I wouldn't say I was, like, a fanatic either. Like, this one now, I'm stumped. I can't even think of who that is. So if you know, let me know in the comments. Oh, I love that for the Two of Cups, where Harry gets put into Gryffindor and it's like a celebration. It's a great time. He's like so happy, but he didn't want to be in Slytherin. Do you know what I mean? So you can definitely see. I love that. Sorry, I was thinking of the Three of Cups. It's this, with the celebration and the butterbeer. That's I love it. Creature, isn't that it? And that's the Felix. I can't remember the name. Anyway, of course I can't. I love the cover of the Quibbler. I think it looks just so cute. I feel like the Lovegoods are just such a funny little family. Do you know what I mean? Luna and her dad. Oh, and they're sweets. I've always dreamed of that. I really like this deck. I'm super excited to work with it and to show you guys another deck that has entered my collection. I am thinking of doing another video on like the decks that are in my collection, and then just making one big playlist, and then you can watch them individually instead of doing one whole collection video, which I might do, but I'm still playing around with that idea because I have a lot of decks to try and get through, so we'll see. So now we're on Pentacles. Sorry, I should have said that back there. I keep hitting off my singing bowl. That's what the little ringing is. Oh, that's very cool. Again, like I said, just the way the cards are done, the detail, I love it. Yes, I meant to say there is a border, as you can see, around it. It doesn't particularly actually bother me with this deck because I feel like it makes it pop more. But I mean, I suppose technically you could cut it off if you were adventurous. I'm not. I am not that adventurous. I don't even edge my decks because I'm always afraid I will ruin them. So hold on, let me move this because oh my gosh. And I love the burrow. It looks like such a cute home. I'd love to have a house like that. Oh yeah, see, this one is kind of out of order, but that's okay. You get the idea. He was such a funny character. Oh my god, Professor Lockhart, wasn't it? Oh, he was so funny. So, let's see how this shuffles. Okay, so we have Judgment and Nine of Swords. Oh my goodness. It actually shuffles pretty well. I have, one second, oh gosh, let me zoom you out a small bit. No, hello. I have relatively small hands, right? So when decks are too big, I find them hard to shuffle. But this is actually alright. It shuffles quite nice. I will try a riffle shuffle. I'm not the best at these. I'm sure there's plenty of other people that are much better at this than I am. I feel like I'm always, excuse me, so very awkward doing this, or I pick too much for one side and not enough for the other side, and it's a whole ordeal. But here we are. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just embarrassing at this stage. Oh, it actually, that's not bad. For me, that's not bad. So yeah, guys, that is, oh my gosh, we're back at the Fool. You couldn't do that if you tried. Maybe it's just my bad shuffling. So you guys, that is the Wizard's Tarot by Paper de Lune. I am absolutely in love with it. I'm not gonna lie, I really do enjoy it. Would it be nice if it was in color? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would definitely pick up a colored version of this as well, but I'm not mad. I'm really not mad at this deck at all. I'm looking forward, sorry, that was an awful bang. I'm really looking forward to their guidebook and to see, you know, dive more into that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below, is this your kind of deck? Do you like these kind of pop culture decks? Is that what they're called? I'm not really sure. But thank you so much for spending this time with me. I do appreciate it. And I hope you have a fabulous day, morning, afternoon, or evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you all real soon. Bye, guys.